Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome to Army Maths class. Today we are going to finish the chapter 1 which we have started in the previous maths video, and let's not delay anymore. Let's begin. Today we are going to start with the exercise 1F. So let's see what we are given here. So at the very beginning we are given, or we are provided with two formulas. One is a to the power m into a to the power n is equals to a to the power m plus n. Here the a, this one, which this is called base, and this one is called power. This is called power, and this one is called power. So the thing is that when the bases are same and the numbers are being multiplied, so then the powers just add up. For example, here see 4 square into 4 to the power 5, which will give us 4 to the power 2 plus 5, 4 to the power 2 plus 5, which will be equivalent to 4 to the power 7, which will be equal to 4 to the power 7. See, this is how the formula works. When the bases are same and the powers are, it doesn't matter what the power is. Here for this chapter or for this exercise we are only going to look at two things. One is that either the base is, if the base is same, and if the bases are same, it's being multiplied or it's being divided. See, when it's the bases are same, when the bases are same and it's being multiplied, then it's gonna be a to the power m into a to the power n, which equivalents to a to the power m plus n. Means that when the bases are same, the powers are just gonna be add up. When the bases are same, the powers are just gonna be added up, just like the example given below. 4 square into 4 to the power 5, which will be equals to 4 to the power 2 plus 5. Here see, I have also given many examples here. The first one is 4 cube into 4 square. 4 cube into 4 square. Here see, both bases are same. Bases means both have 4s, right? And it's being multiplied, so 4 to the power 3 plus 5. And see here, same thing, but the bases are 5. Instead of 4, the bases are 5. Here in the second one, I didn't show a step which was 5 to the power 3 plus 4. As I have showed in the previous one, I hope that you guys will understand how did the 5 to the power 9 came. Now look at the example number C. Let's look at example number C. Here we are given a number which is 25 cube into 25 square. 25 cube into 25 square. The first thing, the process will be same. Later on, the thing we will do is that we will break this 25 in terms of power of 5. See, first, as the bases are same, 25 and 25, the powers just add up, 25 to the power 5. And later on we can write, we know that 25 can be written as a power of 5, which is 5 square, right? 5 square meaning 5 into 5, multiplying 5 two times with 5, we get 25, which is equivalent to 5 square. Here see, 5 square. And when this thing will occur, 5 square, the square and the to the power 5 will be multiplied. We are going to learn about this in the later chapters, but let's learn this in this chapter at first, this part only. When there we can break the base into powers, the power and the extracted power or the added power will be multiplied. See, let me give you another example, which is uh, let's say 36 to the power 5 into 36 square. Okay, which can be written as 36 to the power 5 plus 2, which will give us 36 to the power 7. The first thing is that this can be written like this, right? And the second thing will be that this 36 can be broken down. This 36 can be broken down into a square of 6, right? 6 square is equals to 36, and there was already a power there, which was 7, right? We are going to put 7 there. Now see, now let us see that now this square and this 7, this 2 and this 7 will be multiplied with each other. Then the multiplied value, or the solution of this multiplication will be the new power. For example, here see, 36 to the power 5 into 36 whole square, which is equals to 36 to the power 7, or we can say 36 to the power 5 plus 7. Now as we know that 36 can be written as a power of 6, but 6 cannot be written as a power of, or as a square of anything. We can write 6 as a power of 2, like 2 to the power 3. No, it cannot be. See, 2 to the power 3 cannot be 6. 2 into 2, which is 4, and 4 into 2, which is 8. So which means that 6 cannot be written as a power of anything. If 6 could have been written as a power of something, we would have written in terms of that power. So let's not talk about that anymore, and let's look at the other examples. Now let's come to the division part. The division part is showing that a to the power m divided by a to the power n, which is equals to a to the power m minus n, which it means that when the bases are same and it's being divided, the powers get subtracted from each other. It doesn't matter, the value of m here can be greater or smaller than to the power of n, or smaller than n. See, as I have said that the value of m can be greater than or less than the value of n. It does not matter. A to the power n divided by n represents this point. So this value can be greater than n, or this value can be greater than n. It doesn't matter really. We are going to learn about something new, so let's not delay and let's come to the point. So let us look at some examples, which is the first one which I have given is that 7 to the power 7 divided by 7 to the power 9, which is equals to 7 to the power 7 minus 9, which gives us 7 to the power minus 2. As you are already in class 7, I hope that you know that formula, or you understand that how did the minus 2 came. See, 7 minus 9, right? 7 minus 9. See here, we are gonna substitute it normally, like we do when 9 minus 7 is given, right? So when we are going to subtract 7 from 9, which gives us positive 2, but here see, the value 9 is greater than 7, right? And the sign before 9 is minus. So we are gonna put a minus 9. We are gonna put a minus sign here. That's why minus 2 came. Understood? You can also remember the formula or memorize the formula that minus plus minus and minus plus minus means we are going to subtract, we are going to subtract, but the value or but the sign of the larger, but the sign of the larger number will sit. See here that minus plus is equals to minus. It is only applicable for subtraction, addition and subtraction procedure. See, when two numbers are getting subtracted and two numbers are getting added or subtracted, there is a sign, right? There is a plus sign and there is a minus sign, just like this one. Just like this one. See, let me zoom out and see here, there is a sign, right? Minus 7 plus 9 or 9 minus 7 or 10 or 10 minus 5, 10 minus 4, etc, etc. There is always a sign, right? Minus plus is equals to minus, we are going to subtract, but the sign of the larger number will sit. Here in this position, minus 9 and minus plus 10, here it will be 1. We are normally going to subtract 10, we are going to subtract 9 from 10, and as 10 is larger than minus, as 10 is larger than 9 and the sign before 10 is plus, plus is gonna sit, but usually we do not we do not show plus. If there is nothing, we assume it as a plus or as a positive value. I hope you guys know this, but it's better to give always to give a small lecture about the things. See, 9 to the power 25 divided by 9 to the power 22, which gives us 9 cube. 25 minus 22, which gives us 9 cube, and 9 can be written as, and 9 can be written as 3 square, right? 3 square means 3 into 3 means multiplying 3 twice gives us 9. So 3 and this power, this square and the previous added power, which is 3, these two are gonna be multiplied, with each other. These two are gonna be multiplied with each other. So which will ultimately give us 3 to the power 6. And this is all for question number 1, or pattern number question number 1. Yeah, question number 1. And let's start the question number 2, which is missing boxes. 2 to the power 3 into 2 to the power box is equals to 32, right? So here, take out your calculator and see how many times. Here, see, both bases are 2, right? Both bases are 2. You have to understand that if both bases are 2, which means that I have to keep this number as a power of 2, meaning I have to keep this in a term where I have to see how many times I have to multiply 2 to get 32. See, 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 2 is 8, 8 into 2 is 16, and 16 into 2 is 32, which means that I have to multiply 2 5 times. I have to multiply 2 5 times to get 32, right? 1 2 3 4 5, 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, and 16 to the 32, which means that I can write 2 to the power 6 2 to the power 6, which is and 32 can be equal, right? 2 to the power 6 and 32 can be equal. 2 to the power 6, which is equals to 32, meaning these two are equal. sorry, not 6, 2 to the power 5, my mistake, 2 to the power 5, and 32 is equals, as I have to multiply 2 5 times to get 32. So multiplying, and the power is basically means the number of times the base, the number of times base had to multiply itself to get the number after equals to. Okay, so here see, when the power, one power is missing, right, one power is missing, 2 to the power box is equals to 32. We already know that we can write 2 to the power 5 as 32. 2 to the power 5 and 32 both are same. 2 to the power 5, which is equals to 32. So see, now as all bases are same, before equals to, on the left hand side of the equals to and the right hand side of the equals to, all the bases are same, right? So we are going to simply write power is equals to power, meaning the power of these two, the power of these two and the power of these two will be equals to each other, meaning 3 into box, and the sign will remain the same, the sign is gonna remain the same, but the power is gonna be equals to each other. So 3 into box is equals to 5, and now it is just basic subject maths, like subjecting the equation, subjecting x or any other variable from the any kind of equation to find the value of that variable. So here the variable is, instead of variable we are given a box, right? So we are going to simply find the value of box by dividing 3 from 5, or we are going to divide 5, we are going to write 5 divided by 3, which is the value of the box. I hope you guys understood. And let's see the second one here. If you didn't understand, write in the comments. I will post a recap on this chapter again, no worries. We are gonna learn this not one time, not two times, 100 times if you guys need. 3 into 3 to the power 3 to the power box into 3 to the power 3 is equals to 81, is equals to 81. Now let us see here. See, the bases are same, right? The bases are 3, the bases are 3, and now I have to identify, or I have to find out that how many times do I have to multiply 3 with itself to get 81. So let's not delay and let's begin. So 3 into 3, 9, 9 into 3, 27, 27 into 3, 81, right? See, 3 to the power 4, which is 81, meaning I can write it as 3 to the power 4, which means that I have to multiply 3 4 times with itself to get 81. So in the next step, what we can write, 3 to the power box into 3 cube, sorry, let me erase this thing, into 3 cube is equals to 3 to the power 5, sorry, 3 to the power 4. Now simply the previous step, box into 3 is equals to 4, the value of box is equals to 4 by 3. I don't have enough space here, that's why I am writing like this, but you can write below that box is equals to 4 by 3. This is the value of box. If you are not given, if you are not asked to keep your answers in decimal, please do not write in decimals. Always give your answers in fraction if you are not asked anything, and you may be asked to give your answers in 2 decimal places or 1 decimal places or 2 significant figures. We are going to learn about this thing in the next video. I'm gonna after we are going to learn this thing in the next video about 2 significant figures, how to keep your answers in 2 significant figures, 2 significant or 3 significant or 3 significant or 2 decimal place, 3 decimal place, etc. We are going to learn in the next video, inshallah. So let's not delay and let's jump to 1G, exercise 1G, which is the same concept we have learned before, 2 to the power 5 whole square, which is equals to 2 to the power 5 into 2, which here leads us to the formula, a to the power m whole to the power n. See, when there is an existing power on a variable or on a number, and then there is a second power, so we are going to say whole to the power, suppose 3, 4, or 7. It may be infinity. It can be a to the, suppose here the value of a is 8 and the value of m is 2, means 8 square, and the value of n can be infinity. The value of n can be infinity, or the value of n can be 40, 40, 400, 4000, 40,000, 400,000, 400,000. Okay, it depends. Or 40 million, or sorry, 4 million, or 40 million, or 400 million. It depends. It can be anything. It can be zero also, right? It can be zero also. So we are not going to learn about the 0 1. We are going to learn something else. See, we in the very beginning, on the first example, we are provided with a number 2 to the power 5 whole square. We are going to say whole square and whole cube for in the power 2 and 3. See, 2 to the power 5 whole square, 2 to the power 2 to the power 5, 2 to the power 5, 2 to the power 5 whole square, which is equals to 2 to the power 5 into 2. See, when there is a power outside the bracket and when there is an existing power inside the bracket, the both powers are gonna be multiplied with each other. Then 2 to the power 10, which is equals to 1024, which is equals to 1024. When you have asked in the question, it has been asked you to simplify. It has been asked you to simplify. Then you have to find the value of this thing. Find the value of 2 to the power 10. As you are already in class 7, I think you guys are allowed to use calculators. So see, in the next example, 3 to the power 5 whole to the power 4. Now this one is a complex one. This one is same but a little bit complex one. So 3 to the power 5 whole to the power 4 into 3 square whole cube. First we are going to break this thing individually. So 3 to the power 5 into 4 into 3 to the power 2 into 3. Okay, now we are gonna write the multiplied value of the powers. 3 to the power 20 into 3 to the power 6, which is equals to 3 to the power. Now these powers, like we have learned here previously, when the bases are same, powers and it is being multiplied, the powers just add up, right? 20 plus 6, 20 plus 6, which will give us 3 to the power 26. See, let's use our calculator. What does the value 3 to the power 26 means? 3 to the power 26, it gives a huge value. Let's not go into that. See, I have written the value here. I have written the value for you guys, which is 2541865828329, and etc etc. It will continue, but let's not continue this one. So, and see this one, 3 cube whole square, and we are going to learn about the divide and other things in the next video, inshallah. So let's not delay anymore. Let's end the class here. Assalamu alaikum everyone, and thank you for being with Ami.